This is an austerity budget. Our submission today will present the voices of everyday people in Mzansi on their call to extend and increase the social relief of distress grant of 350 to beyond April until it is converted into permanent basic income support, to reverse cuts to the CCMA's budget, increase social grants, and expand the child support grant to start at pregnancy.
These voice notes and clips are from those who will be most impacted by cuts to social spending, the majority of which are low-income black women.
Re kopa batho puso e re thuse bagaetsho ga re kgone ga re dira le di-business nyana tse re ra di dira ga re kgone ka tsone so re kopa gore puso e tswelele re patele this at least grant nyana e and e oketse because ga re kgone go itirela sepe ka 350 at least ga e ka nna 5 something upwards maybe it won't be enough but at least it can meet us halfway. It's like rona ma South African ba re sa berekeng ga re shebeiwe so ra kopa puso gore e re thuse because ga re kgone go itirela anything and this social relief at least ga go tshwane ga e ka tswelela e nne permanently at least we can at least the third we have is an income. Please government, please help us with this grant. Don't stop it, at least increase it instead of stopping it, increase it to 500 and something. Ke maikuelo a rona mo pusong ya rona gore e re thuse bagaetsho.
My name is Tirisha Lunda, and I'm also in favor for the basic income and for the social relief that we from 18 years old to 59, as we are all struggling and we are still sitting in a lockdown. We're not even getting a full salary, and I'm disabled. I'm unable to work due to a lung condition, which is terminal. So we've also been like under a lot of strain. We only have one short time person that's getting the income to have to see to everything and also sit with an eviction over our heads to be on the streets anytime now. So yeah, I do are in favor and voting in favor for the social relief fund to be like from 18 to 59. I just hope that the treasury will see that in and help the people of South Africa to alleviate the poverty.
Siphoxekile thina ngempela ngento isiphemezelo esimenyezelo uTito Mboweni cause thina singabantu vele abaphila ngaso isibonelelo sikahulumeni manje yena mase sifakele imali engaka sibhekelele nabantwana sima-child headed sibheke emakhaya ngayo le mali mara nje imali asifakele yona ayijabulisi ngempela futhi asisebenzi asinawo nomsebenzi siholana nengane eyodwa siphila ngayo le mali yengane besithembile ukuthi mhlambe uzofaka ethe caca thina esihola labantwana ekugcineni wasiphuca nalawo ma-350 wangavumeleka ukuthi thina siwabhalise while thina siholele iy'ngane siphoxekile impela ngebhajethi yakhe asifakele yona.
This mother gave the following reason why she supports taxing the rich, including a wealth tax. I'm one of the parents who now depend on child support grant, as I'm no longer able to support my children with the money I used to make while going house to house, school to school, and taxi rank to taxi rank, selling the goods I used to stock up. Life is difficult now. Food is expensive, and nappies and baby food are just unaffordable. And having not received assistance from the government regarding the food parcels since last year, April, it made things worse for me.
Speaking on why cutting budgets to the CCMA is not a good idea, Graham Dampier from Gauteng says, exposing workers to exploitation at the hands of capital, which is the inevitable result of this, will see many more Marikanas litter our history. A member sent a WhatsApp message saying, what I can say is that in Mzansi, if you are poor, you have no voice and only the rich are recognized. But when they want our votes, the poor are the first people that they target.
It's important that the committee understands that at present, government and parliament is failing the marginalized majority, especially low-income black women. Treasury claims they are responsible for managing South Africa's national government finances towards social progress and a rising standard of living for all South Africans. This committee and the Finance Committee provide public oversight, but even when Gogos mobilize for years, they are ignored. In 2018, the Pietermaritzburg Pensioners Forum launched a campaign to get a 13th check and to get the old age grant increased to 2,500. For 3 years, these Gogos gathered tens of thousands of signatures, wrote letters to Treasury, traveled all the way to Tshwane to Treasury after Finance Minister Tito Mboweni promised to meet with them but refused on the day. So Treasury failed the Gogos. So each year, they turned to Parliament. They traveled to the Finance Committee's public hearings, but they were told there was not enough money and they must take this issue to the Appropriations Committee. So they came to this committee, but there isn't enough money in the fiscus because Treasury didn't tax the rich. So twice a year, for over 3 years, the Gogos go from Treasury to the Finance Committee to the Appropriations Committee and then back to Treasury again, and nothing really changes. Gogos didn't have the data or phone they needed to join these public hearings, so they recorded these messages for each of you.
Ke a leta konishi nna hore na wena mohlomong ka ha wena nkgono wa hao o no ka monea nkgono wa 30 rand o ga etseng kana 30 rand e hoba le wena o di tjena na o ke bana ya ngwana hao o mo ratang 30 rand tšhelete ena e o re neileng yona e 30 rand ho no le betere be ha wa re nea ho hang ha se yona tšhelete bang o ka re o re neile re le bonkgono ge goetse mogwalo mokana-kana wa bana ba rona ona tjena ba sebetse le ba neng ba sebetsa ba tloeletse mosebetsing ke taba ya COVID. Jwale wena o tlo go sokela tjeka ka 30 rand ha o na le ditlhong tsa gore bomme ba ka rona ba seng ba na le bo 70 ba bang bo
Nginguthoko Ngubane ugogo waseMaritzburg. Sesineminyaka emithathu sihamba siza ePhalamende ngesicelo sethu sokukhushulelwa izimpesheni. Asikaze sithole impendulo esigculisayo. Baye basho bathi bayasilalela bazocubungula icelo zethu siye nakwabe babezibona laba bezimali sesike sahlangana nabo kodwa sikhuluma into eyodwa kubona ngendaba yokuthi sicela ukukhushulelwa imali. Okusiphatha kabi besilindele ukuthi kulonyaka njoba sesihambe kangaka uzosicabangela asifakele imali. Lokhu sibone kufana nenhlamvu 30 rand ukufaka noma bengawufakanga hayi besingesikhathi ngoba kuyafana nokuthi akafakanga lutho kule mali. Akanalo nje uzwelo oluncane noluncane nabogogo noma bekhala.
Umyalezo wami kungqongqoshe wezezimali nethimba lakhe esikubonile kwi-TV singogogo kusishaye ushukela wasenyuka waya phezulu sashawa ama-heart attack ukuthi singanikezwa u-30 rand singogogo singabanikazi bemizi siphethe amakhaya siphethe iy'ngane sifundisa iy'ngane. Okwesibili ne-COVID seyibuye yathatha onina nabazali balezi y'ngane nemisebenzi yaphela ekade ikhona ivele kade ingekho kodwa bese sizonikezwa u-30 rand. Yini konje esingayenza ngo-30 rand? Sikhonjiswa ukungabi nasithunzi nje ukuthi sinikezwe u-30 rand. Into ongayazi ngisho iplate lasemgaqweni alisewona u-30 rand. Isicelo sami engingasicela okungenani besicela singogogo ukuthi okungenani sinikezwe noma u-2.5 ngenyanga nathi ukuze sikwazi ukuphila noma singeke siphile kahle kodwa mhlambe singacondobezela ngoba le mali esithola njengamanje akukho ngempela esenzela kona ukudla kuyabiza ngale ndlela eyisimanga. Ufika esitolo nje uvela ushawa zamthilili ungazi ukuthi yini ozoyithenga nozoyiyeka, kodwa ukudla ube ukudinga konke ngoba siyaphila, siphilela kona phela ukuthi sidle. Ngeke sife indlala, indlala ibangulaka. Siyacela ukuthi uminister waka-finance akakasize phela asicabangele njengabantu abadala, akhumbule naye ukuthi uzabe ngaka nje uzaliwe. Ulapho nje ithina laba ogogo abalwela le-ANC, ithina laba inzala abantu eyenze ukuthi nalezi ingane ezincane esinazo zithande le-ANC. Ngelinye ilanga uzobona kwalezi ingane esinazo zizoyijika le-ANC zibone ukuthi ziyangalaphi, zobashiya dengwane, mhla sabashiya dengwane bozibona bafana nobani.
Some members of parliament have said the Gogos must be grateful that the committees did listen to them and that the old age grant was increased. But do you want to know why the Gogos are still angry? It's because they still go to bed hungry every night. Until social grants are increased to a level where our people can live with dignity, public pressure will continue to build on Treasury and Parliament. And it's not just the Gogos who are angry. The marginalized majority, especially low-income black women, are ignored by Treasury. Last year, 500,000 people signed this campaign for the child support grant to be increased by 500 per child. There was a small top-up, and there was a public call not to cut the top-ups in the lead-up to the MTBPS. So if letters, petitions, and protests are ignored by Treasury, what must the marginalized majority do? Well, that VAT we all pay funds Treasury. So those most impacted by cuts to social grants should be able to contact public servants whose numbers are publicly available. Because, again, Treasury's role is to act in the public interest. So thousands of people used what little airtime they had to contact people in Treasury. Not only did Treasury and Tito Mboweni move ahead and cut social grant top-ups, he announced more austerity cuts. How did Treasury respond to these phone calls and SMSs from 500,000 people who were part of the campaign to increase social grants? Treasury's Director of Media Management and External Communication took to Twitter and claimed the SMS update we sent to 500,000 people was fake. We are not sure how public participation and holding power to account is fake. Does Treasury understand that they are supposed to serve the people? President Ramaphosa says we must look into a basic income grant. Finance Minister Tito Mboweni said last night that we need full research, and your colleagues and comrades in the finance committees recommended to you that a basic income grant should be implemented. But do you want to know what worries us? We were having this conversation about a basic income grant 6 finance ministers ago with Trevor Manuel. In 2002, government appointed a committee of inquiry. The Taylor Committee got experts, submissions, and commissioned research. They recommended that a basic income grant be phased in. It's nearly 20 years later. How do we know we won't be talking about the basic income support in another decade, another 20 years? We are sick of the delays, the broken promises, the inactions, and the excuses. Parliament and government clearly need a reminder of what can happen when reports are commissioned and then ignored because they are pro-poor. In 2012, Minister Nzimande received the no-fee varsity report he commissioned. He ignored the report, which said that there needed to be more funds for low-income students. Fees must fall is just one example that the marginalized will not sit idly by.
Your colleagues in the Finance Committee recommend that you extend the SRD. Will you listen?
So on the extension of the 350 rands, I think this is again an appropriations issue. Now I know people will say, but the fiscal framework is related to the appropriations issue. So colleagues, we've got 2 separate committees precisely because it's not possible for a single committee to deal with all the issues. So, I mean, we either collapse the 2 committees and go back to the pre-2009 area, or we accept that it is an appropriations issue. We can't just willy-nilly when it suits us ideologically or policy-wise, dump the one set of issues in the other. The two are related, which is why, comrades, colleagues, what we talk about is first looking at the fiscal framework, then we look at the division of revenue, where the NCOP has quite a big say, and then we have the appropriations. So, colleagues, but insofar as we can offer anything in our report, as we often do, we say, look, this is a matter that ultimately the Appropriations Committee must decide. And in the case of the NCOP, it's a silly point to make because it's the same committee with a different chair. So, Dennis, you're in both committees. So, really, you have two bites at it, unlike your colleagues in the NA. So, I think as far as I can see, that's a reasonable request, colleagues, to extend the 350 rounds. COVID's far from gone. It's very likely we're going to have a third surge and a fourth maybe, and the third, it seems, and it's winter likely, the surge, is going to be worse than the last two. One expert says there'll certainly be more deaths, but you never know with the scientists either. They're not soothsayers or sangomas. They really try to do their best, but also none of them, whether it's soothsayers or sangomas or scientists, can predict accurately how this is going to pan out, given all the difficulties of knowing, and all the uncertainties and volatilities, right? But the truth is that, I think it may be reasonable, instead of speaking for others, we will, when we do the report, finally see where people are. I think it would be reasonable to say that there's empathy and maybe sympathy and even support by a significant number of members of the committee, if I know them reasonably well, for the extension. I think the ANC outside Parliament is probably also supportive of this.
If this committee does not extend the SRD, it is clear there is an absence of empathy. Looking at this austerity budget, you can see that Treasury and the Minister of Finance were so concerned about the welfare of the rich and corporations that this budget was designed to provide them relief. This was done at the expense of the majority of households who survive on social grants and use public schools and hospitals.
Treasury's failure to tax the rich is part of the reason this pie is so small. It's clever because it means we are left fighting for scraps. Old age grant recipients pitted against child support grant recipients. Primary school learners pitted against students on NSFAS. Austerity must fall. So, we wish to remind each of you that as members of Parliament, you can engage your comrades and colleagues at the finance committees, and you can also engage with the Treasury officials here today and demand this austerity is reversed. Over 500,000 people have joined our various campaigns asking you to take the plight of the poor seriously. We are here to hear from you what update we must give to them.
So let's be very, very clear here. This is not rocket science. Parliament, Treasury, the Minister of Finance, and the President have the power and the resources to extend the SRD grant beyond April 2021 until it is converted into a permanent basic income support. This is what Black Sash has been calling for, and they have been working on this for over 20 years. This is a matter of political will.